Welcome back, Gale Force, and today we'll be talking about Bird, a unit from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, and first let's talk about his traits. In Path of Radiance, Bird joins you in Chapter 18 along with two other birds and a horse with wings. Unlike Ulki, the other bird who does combat, this bird starts combat transformed. Bird has good bases in skill and speed, middle of the road strength, and kinda poor bases everywhere else. His growths focus on strength, skill, and speed, and his support partners are Oscar, Shinon, and Lucia. Janaff has a number of things going for and against him in Path of Radiance. His high speed means he will almost always double enemies, though he struggles to kill them. He has a decent strength growth, but will always be limited to his weak one-ranged beak attack. He starts combat transformed, though, and can even use the demi-band if you want, though this will lower his already poor killing potential. Janaff is ultimately a completely usable unit, but one that is outclassed by flyers in every possible way. This fact is only compounded by Tanith, widely considered one of the best units in Path of Radiance, joining in the exact same chapter as him. While he is completely serviceable, nothing about Janaff really makes him stand out compared to this competition. In Radiant Dawn, Janaff and Ulki join your army in Part 3, Chapter 7 when spoken to with either Ike or Rayson. If you avoid these two, however, they'll automatically join in the next chapter anyway. Unlike in Path of Radiance, Janaff starts off with incredible bases in this game with sky high HP, strength, skill, and speed, and even decent defense. To compensate for this, his growths in Radiant Dawn have been lowered significantly, with his highest growth being a 55% HP growth and a 50% luck growth. However, it must be noted that Janaff's bases are so good in Radiant Dawn that his growths scarcely matter. Janaff's bases are enough to carry him through the entire game, with his high speed and skill guaranteeing he both hits and doubles everything he touches in parts 3 and 4, and his high strength guaranteeing that every foe that doesn't have an absolutely massive defense stat is getting one rounded. His lack of 1 to 2 range still plagues him, as does his Laguz gauge, but even so, he will find a way to contribute in every single map in which he is deployed. In endgame, he may not do as well compared to your other units, as the Laguz Royals will be available and far outpace all the other units in the game, but he can still serve admirably as a filler unit if you find there is space for him in your army. In conclusion, Janaff is a very middle of the road unit in Path of Radiance, but an absolute powerhouse in Radiant Dawn. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patron 60 Sweep, Gorilla Danny, and Bosnian Day for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and to YouTube member Jerry, who also joined at the Paladin tier. I'd really appreciate if you check out the links in the description if you can, but otherwise, have a great rest of your day.